Capricorns, your time has arrived. Thanks for being here at 11:44 messages, and now I've started the Capricorn series because it's your season. So now well, I'll just say, I don't want to say every day because there will be days where I won't do a specific reading for you, but you're going to have readings that are catered specifically to your sign because you are the featured sign right now. So today, technically, since it's Wednesday, it was supposed to be a Wednesday hump day reading, but I didn't want to really start off your season talking about sex and all that. So instead, I've decided, since I didn't do what the universe wants you to know reading for Capricorn, even though it was on the list to do, I'm like, you know what? Let's just do the what the universe wants you to know as your very first reading for your season. How about that? Well, it's already done, so I guess there's no question there. But anyway, here we go. All right, so Capricorn. This is what the universe wants you to know. And I thought, because I know Capricorns to be all about their business and blah, blah, blah. I don't really know too much about, how Capricorns are when it comes to love. So, this was actually very informative for me because it seems as if, I don't know, maybe most of you have been dealing with some type of love situation, and well, you'll just see. This isn't about money really at all. And so that's the thing that was like, what? Capricorn reading? Not about money? What? All right, so your first card out, the Hanged Man. And it's clarified by the Star. Temperance. The Lovers. So, like I said, looks like you have to let go of something, someone. Maybe it's time to make a firm decision to leave someone and to heal. You have two healing cards here alone, just two healing cards. Maybe you have to let go of an old way of thinking, or maybe the way that you've seen someone. Let go of the old way of how you have looked at someone. It may feel like you're sacrificing your feelings when it comes to this situation, but it's necessary so that you can be the person that you want and that you need to be. Something has you taking the time out, weighing the pros and cons, maybe letting go of your ego for some, balancing out your energy, maybe going within more to see what you could do better in a relationship. But I think it may suggest you leaving this relationship because it may not serve you anymore. For some, waiting for this relationship to develop organically, that could be your situation. Not wanting to rush things, not rushing things is important for you, possibly, so that you can really see it blossom into something beautiful and harmonious. Or maybe you were waiting for that and now you realize you have to move on. And I did get two different messages when it comes to that here. For some, you could be waiting for a relationship to get better. And for some, you are just done. So, and also, as you should know, I don't know, like, I go through each card individually in order. So you may hear a lot of repeating messages. That's because I'm figuring it out as I go along, okay? Um, so here we go. Next message, you have the Four of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. That's interesting with that Knight of Cups. I'll tell you after. Well, no, I'll tell you now. Um, when I first started shuffling the first deck, Knight of Cups was the very first card that I saw. Then it came out. But the way it came out, I was like, oh, maybe I'm tripping, maybe it's not supposed to be out. Then it came out again. So I was like, okay, and you'll see it's in here. It came out again, so I was like, okay, it definitely is supposed to be in here. Now you have it again with a different deck, okay? Another card that I should tell you about that came out as soon as I was unpacking, because I keep my cards packed up either in a box that it came in or a bag or whatever. With this deck, the Eight of Cups was left in the box when I was taking out the deck. And I was like, you know what? Why is that happening? You know what I'm saying? And then I put it on top and I just kept focusing on it. I could not get that out of my head, the Eight of Cups. And that ended up coming out in this spread as well. So, in the Eight of Cups, talks about moving on, putting your all into a situation and realizing that you need to move on from it. That's the gist of it. The Knight of Cups, we're going to get to right now. All right, so with this reading, this spread right here, you may have wanted the happily ever after relationship with this person, maybe marriage, family, maybe you saw all of that. But then you realize that this person is holding you back, is holding you down, it's draining you, disappointing you. You could have put a lot into this relationship and you're just not seeing a return. Maybe this person is immature and childish. But maybe, like I said, this person has disappointed you so much that you realize that, you're not going to get that happily ever after with them because they were immature. Maybe they weren't sure what they really wanted with you. Maybe this is the type of person that's in love with the idea of love, but not willing to put the work in to have that. The next message is Nine of Pentacles, the Fool, Death, and the Hierophant. This is big. I mean, just in this alone, you have three major arcana. Three major arcana cards. This is very big, in a very big situation going on here. Maybe you're abundant and you don't mind being single now. You're ready to start a new journey, solo. Kind of like the I can do fine by myself energy, because I don't, a lot of people say I can do bad all by myself. Yes, that's true, but I don't really like saying that. I like to word it in a different way. I can do great by myself. I don't need anyone to do great things, okay? You're ready to end this, or this is possibly saying that it needs to end so that you can have a rebirth. Maybe you will, tap more into your spiritual path, or you need to tap more into a spiritual path. With the Death card, this is now, just so far, the second card that's talking about transformation, sacrifice. Okay? The Hanged Man was another card. Maybe you're breaking away from the old beliefs that you had, the old thought patterns when it comes to relationships or just in general in your life. Maybe you don't need to be with anyone, and before maybe you felt like you did. That could be something right there. Oh, it's also, I do have to note, I did see 1111 while I was doing this reading. I mean, not 1111. Well, look, I didn't even mean to say that. I meant to say 111. Okay? But 1111 came out, and that's not an accident, okay? So either one is good. I mean, they're both angel numbers talking about new beginnings, tapping into your intuition, um, all of that. The next message. Come on. Here it is, the Knight of Cups again. Now you have the Knight of Cups twice in this reading. Clarified by the Four of Cups. The High Priestess. Whoa. She did not want to go back in the pile. That's not an accident either. And the Devil. Okay. That's big as well. I mean, you have the Devil and the High Priestess. Okay. Maybe you received some information when it comes to this relationship. Maybe something was found out, like via text or email or phone call. Maybe you overheard a phone call. Maybe there was some type of communication that possibly revealed a secret about this person. And maybe you found out at that moment that this person I got for the streets. They are for the streets. They are not possibly. It does not seem like this person is ready for a commitment. I'll say that. That's the nicer way to say this. It caused things to change within for you, possibly. You realize that this person is a cheater, maybe. Maybe they flirt with a lot of different people. Maybe you found that out. Maybe you saw this in their phone. So now you are possibly deciding to withdraw your love and your energy from this connection. For some, you may have even felt chained to this person. Maybe sex possibly clouded your judgment about who they really are. Or maybe this person, maybe this person was possibly manipulative. They manipulated you. Maybe, like I said, you felt you needed to be in a relationship to have happiness. But this relationship could have been very harmful to you, for you, okay? Next message, you have the Five of Cups. And clarified by the Seven of Swords. Now look at this Five of Cups. Like I said, you could have been manipulated by this person's words. They could have created illusions when it comes to this relationship. You may have had moments where you were uncertain about this, but now you realize that this person may have been sneaky. You were unaware of everything going on behind the scenes. Maybe this relationship didn't even align with you spiritually. And you may have sensed that. You may have felt this. You've been disappointed enough by this connection, and now you realize that changes need to be made. Now, for some, like I did show you that Five of Cups card, it looks as if someone could have caused you to drink. Maybe, I don't know if this is you that is maybe drinking because of this issue. For some of you, maybe, you've had problems with alcohol in the past, and this has caused you to relapse. Or it could be the other person. I'm not sure. I don't really want to linger on all of that, but I just noticed it and I had to say it because I noticed it. Next message, Seven of Wands. And just look at that. And it's clarified by the King of Swords. Maybe you've thought about ending this before, and the person was like, no, let's talk about it. Let's resolve this. Don't give up on us. You know, and maybe that was the manipulation that I was seeing, because they knew that they weren't ready for a commitment. But why would they want to keep trying to resolve this if they know that, you know? Maybe it's because they were selfish. They wanted to keep you around because they know that you're a good catch, but they know also that they weren't ready. Maybe they use sex, as a way of manipulating people. And now you could possibly be making the judgment to let this person know that this has to end. Maybe for some, you hit them with that, well, we can be cool as friends. We can still stay friends. It's not a total ending. But you don't want to open your heart and get sucked back into this person. I got the word web. You don't want to get pulled back into their web, possibly. And look at this card. If you can see, he's blind in one eye. This person could have blinded you, not literally, of course, but could have blinded you partially. But you have the other eye in this card is good. So, maybe you were partially blinded by their manipulation, but at the same time, you're like, no, but I really do see what's going on here and it doesn't seem right. It could be that type of situation. For some, this person could have, with the Seven of Wands, had you in some type of competition, competing with other people. And I did see the High Priestess. Maybe you had a feeling, like I said, that something was going on here, but you didn't want to see it with that blind eye. You turned a blind eye. I just got that. Eight of Cups is the next card, and it's clarified by the Strength card. Having the courage to move on. You've put your all into this. Look, Eight of Cups again. Like I told you, I saw it before this started. You've put your all into this, and there's nothing left to do here. For some, you could be moving out, even. Next message. Eight of Swords. Look at this. Clarified by the King of Pentacles. Look at this. This person, this king, looks like he's just over it as well. You could feel unfulfilled here. Always in your thoughts about this. But like I said, maybe you knew that this person couldn't be what you wanted them to be. Or maybe now you know that this person can't be what you want them to be. You could have gone back and forth mentally about this. Or you could still be doing that. Because I don't know if this is past, present, or future. So, excuse me, just take it as it resonates. You could be wondering, like, did I make the right decision here? But you have your common sense. And you are practical. You know what needs to be done. Was this person, I don't know. This is just a question from me to you, Capricorn. Was this person dependent on your money? Because I got a sense here with these messages that this person could have been dependent on your money, especially with seeing that Five of Pentacles. Maybe they were dependent on you and they kept you in like a poverty almost. I don't know. That's just a side note. Moving on. Ace of Cups. Maybe that's why they wanted to keep you around though, because of your money. Who knows? Ace of Cups clarified by the Queen of Swords. This person may want a do-over with you, and you could say no. You could be deciding to have a closer spiritual relationship instead with the divine, with your inner self. Preferring your independence instead. You're taking charge, you're taking your life back so that you can, to focus on your goals. The World card. The end of a cycle. You've learned what you needed to learn here. Okay. Next cycle, next. That's what it's saying, Next message is, I'm going to have to do it like that. Next message is the Six of Cups. Clarified by the Chariot reversed and the Sun. If you renew this connection and get back together with this person, you may feel out of control, like thrown off guard. It may just flip your world, It may halt your progress in life and what you're trying to go after, your goals. Maybe you can't get back together because you're on different pages. Clearly, with your lifestyle, with your values. It could cause tension if you got back with this person or if you stayed with this person. You could block a future beautiful relationship where you actually get what you want. For some, you may have a past person that's trying to show up. And so maybe you could be torn between the past person and the current person. The past person could want to reconcile, but maybe you have a lot of differences with this past person. And even though they may see you as their son, as far as being everything that they desire, everything that they need, maybe it's not enough. The Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. Okay, guys. Stay put. The Wheel of Fortune. Clarified by, what is this? The Page of Swords. It's time for a change. The change is happening, whether you realize it or not. Now you could be in an energy of, look, I'm focused on other things and I don't want a commitment right now. You could be emotionally detached because of this situation. You may start experiencing good luck when it comes to your finances, your career, and that makes sense because, a lot of times once you get away from a situation that was not for you, that did not serve you, okay, thank you, that blocks your blessings. But if it is love, though, I don't think it's love, but if it is love, a love situation that this is talking about, when you say F relationships, when you say forget, when you say forget relationships, I'm done with them. That's usually when a relationship comes. That's just how it is because you're not focused on a relationship. So that energy is all around you. So it could be you possibly getting into a relationship with a new person, or a new person comes around for that. Or if you decide to stay with this person, it could be a possible improvement with this person. I doubt it, but hey, it's not for me to decide. This is the wheel. So it could go either way. We won't know. Maybe they could see the light and change. Who knows? Never say never, right? Now, the next message is the Three of Wands, clarified by the Page of Cups. In this card, it looks like this person is traveling. This Three of Wands, it looks like this person is traveling. You could travel. Maybe some of you are traveling overseas. You could be focused on your goals, your career, your money, your business. And you could possibly be putting up boundaries when it comes to love. Maybe realizing that you are naive when it comes to relationships, or that you have been naive when it comes to this situation. So you may feel uncertain about another relationship. You don't want to be vulnerable. Or the current or the past person could propose, like propose marriage. But that could be a form of manipulation, so beware. Or they could propose an idea about fixing this with you. But you could be uncertain about that because you've been burned. You got the Strength card. I love this card. It's so beautiful. And the Ten of Cups. You could need to have patience so that you can get the relationship that you actually want. Total fulfillment. Just exactly what you want. The happily ever after. For some, you may need patience to deal with someone until they're ready. Maybe this person, if you decide to stay with them. You may need the patience and the strength to deal with this person until they're ready to be the person that you want and need them to be. You could be thinking, well, maybe if I wait, then I'll have the Ten of Cups with them. I'll have the fulfillment, the family, the love, the security. Maybe if I wait on them, I'll have this. But it has been expressed many times in this reading that you may have an unrealistic idea about a partner when it comes to love. So keep that in mind. Next message. Now look at this. You got the Empress. And what was it clarified by? The Empress. It's kind of like Spirit is like, did you hear me? Did you hear me though? Tap into your feminine energy possibly. And that's not a gender thing. Even men have feminine energy. We all have men. We all have men. We all have feminine and masculine energy, okay? Focus on nurturing yourself because success is waiting for you. But you need to be in the right frame of mind. You need to be right emotionally so that everything flows, okay? Success is waiting for you. Abundance is waiting for you. You could, for some, be involved with a project that you're devoting yourself to, maybe working with others, and it will pay off. But I do have to mention, because she is pregnant in this card, well, I mean, do you desire pregnancy? Is that something that you want? In this Empress card, she's not. She's just looking like she's going after her goal. Like she has a path. She has a destination that she's focused on. So, I'm not sure. King of Swords is the next message. And it's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So, with that, and with that Empress card, I do have to say there could, because this Queen of Pentacles, this talks about fertility as well. So be cautious, because this is now another card talking about fertility. Could have a baby Cap. Just saying. But anyway, you could be in the energy of just wanting a sexual relationship without strings attached. No feelings involved. So, yeah. So definitely, if you have that type of relationship, you definitely need to make sure that you are taking the necessary precautions if you are of a childbearing age. Baby Capricorns. Otherwise, if it's not anything to do with that, then you're possibly just working with others on a project and it will be successful. Okay? Now, I'm going to close this soon because this is a pretty long reading here. Look at your shadow card, Six of Swords. This talks about healing, moving to away from the past and healing. Now the Five of Swords. I mean, we already talked about that though. Conflict. For some, maybe some ego battles, inner conflict even. So conflict with this person, conflict within yourself. Competition. Let me look at this one. Oh my gosh, so a lot is happening here. A lot. Now look at this. Ace of Swords here. I saw it, but I didn't say anything about it because I'm like, okay, well, we're not going to make this too long. And then Ace of Swords here. What the heck is that about? Well, I'll get to that. Queen of Cups. You could have very strong feelings for this person. Or you could have. Maybe you still could. But now it's time to nurture yourself. And, I mean, this also talks about possibly working with other people. Six of Pentacles. This is possibly, like I said, working with other people. So I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to be going on here. Maybe you need to, this is also talking about giving to yourself, nurturing yourself once again. Another card about nurturing yourself. I don't know, that's what I'm getting from that. I guess we can talk about this Ace of Swords since it's, I mean, present in both cards. I mean, or both decks rather. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we should talk about it? Yes? All right, so let's see. I like to look at the pictures as well. Okay, not really much going on there. I'm thinking that this is talking about using your intellect. Like this is a double message about using your intellect. Not focusing on this illusion that this person has tried to create in your mind. Will create in this relationship. You're done with the illusions. Now you're going to focus on logic, your intellect. This could also be a double message about maybe like getting out of your thoughts so much because you did have the Eight of Swords. So maybe redirecting your focus instead of away, away from your thoughts. Um, this also talks about courage. Yeah. So maybe that's the message there. I'll say that. Maybe that's it. Why I saw that. That's so crazy though. Two cards to get to the Ace of Swords here. Two cards to get to the Ace of Swords there. I mean, I don't know. I'm just obsessed with stuff like that. Anyway, this has been a long enough message. Hope you're still with me. And if you do like the vibe, then please subscribe. If you actually like the video, then please like the video. And of course, you can always leave me a comment because I respond to each and every one. I also love to hear the suggestions that you might have as far as readings that you would like me to put out. I just got a suggestion earlier today about putting out yes or no readings, like pick a card. So that might be coming soon. I have a few ideas about what I would like to do as far as, just switching up the stuff a little bit. So, Capricorn, this is the first of one of your mini readings for your season. I hope you enjoyed it, okay? And I hope you come back to see more. See you later.